Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey,
Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a amazing topic today on love and marriage.
what could
Um,
be better?
I know, right?
Yes.
What could be better? So, kind of how we met. We met in Columbus, Ohio.
Always.
IO, right? It's tis the season.
It is.
And he was my manager at McDonald's.
Do what I say.
Definitely how it did not go.
It definitely did not go like that. He came in trying to take over my shift.
Oh man, all the time. And I was not a manager. I was just, taking over the store like
Taking
I
over my
usually
shift.
do. And how we kind of knew it was forever. I think we knew that before we spoke to each other.
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling.
Yeah, we definitely had butterflies as soon as we seen each other, and it
I
was.
love at first sight type of ordeal.
Yeah, I know, right? And I know that's like unpopular,
Yeah.
but definitely still a love at first sight, overwhelming type butterfly feeling. Um, I think that when it comes to the marriage, we've been married for 10 years now. We've been together for 18 years. The realities of marriage after the honeymoon phase. Do we have a honeymoon phase?
Every day's our honeymoon phase. We never got out of it. It's always there. That's why you don't know. It's never anywhere for us. Can't speak for everybody.
Man, exactly.
Now is everything perfect? Never, but
All right, so yeah, I don't think we ever really got out of the honeymoon phase. Because I don't think it's a phase when it's true love. Of course, you like always go through like disagreements and stuff like that, but that's
life.
yeah,
That's male and female. That's anybody.
yeah,
Just different personalities.
yeah, exactly. With different personalities, or different points of views, because we both
Right.
were raised two different ways. When we clash, or just not have a consensus on one on
There's no
who's right.
passion. She's always right. I mean, we know this, right?
I am a doctor. I am a doctor. um, but definitely, we try our best to handle disagreements without definitely losing respect for one another. I am big on reminding myself that I'm not arguing with my enemy. I'm arguing with my husband who just wants or just sees it a different way. I'm going back and forth with my partner, and we literally just try our best to talk it out without letting feelings and emotions get in the way of true fact, basically.
Verbal sparring. We're just verbally sparring. That's it.
Yes, that is it. So even if I'm like being a nag and want to recheck his work, and he's like, "Why are you rechecking my work?" I'm just like, I just gotta make sure that it's good. I'm your partner, and why not?
That lyrical sparring, that's just dialogue. And
Right.
that's what's good for a relationship is dialogue. You can't have nothing without the dialogue, the understanding, the back and forth. Because without that, you're going to have misunderstanding everywhere, all over the place.
Oh yeah, literally all over the place. But that always constant reminder is, hey, this is my husband talking to me. This is my wife talking to me. I know she's coming from a good place, or he's coming from a good place, and really wants to see me and him, of course, us. You
Yeah.
want to see us win, and so I try my best to make sure that even if even if he is wrong. I know he's coming from a good place, and his heart is definitely always there. Uh, so yeah,
And then the understanding is good also because this is thing going around on the internet, like what he said and what it sounds like to me.
oh
So
yeah,
yeah, so it's always good because
interpretation.
yeah, interpretation. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So it's always good to get an understanding because you could hear something totally different than what the person's trying to say, and without that dialogue, there you're going to clash because you heard it this way, even though it was said and meant this way.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get that dialogue out there to really like once again to get an understanding, because that's what relationships are built off of, understanding each other.
Yes, and you don't know what trauma was triggered by whatever you said,
Right.
in the
That's
manner
good.
that you said it,
Right.
the attitude, the temper, was based on the tone of your voice, and it doesn't have to be trauma that happened that day.
Right.
From work, working with your boss. It could be trauma that happened when they were little that they still haven't unpacked yet, and that's why you don't fully understand or know about it. So, just little things you definitely have to take into account, when talking to your partner. But using as much communication as possible is always the key.
Yeah.
Always communicating exactly what's on your brain, why it's on your brain, why is it a concern, and in what ways would you like to see the result um, after this discussion. So even if it's, hey, let's say last night we were fixing our tire, right? And David, he made an analysis about what's going on with it, and I was like, all right, cool, you hold the baby, let me check. He was like, well, I just told you what it was. I'm like, yeah, I know, but let me check. Because, you always want just more than one point of view. You always want confirmation. And sometimes he may miss something that I may be able to catch. So, but you don't want it to be like, hey, I'm second guessing. I know you guys got this manhood thing going, and and that feeds into your ego. But definitely, you gotta know that you have to really tap into your true self and realize that, hey, she just making sure that all of our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed, and that we're good. So let me not catch an attitude like she is guessing my greatness, but let me actually just let her, check and see what it is.
For the record, I went and got her because I needed that second opinion. Like, hey, just to make sure that I'm, and it's always good. Like, it wasn't just let me stand over your back. It was like, hey, babe, come here for a second. Check this out. Let's make sure that what we're doing is right before, just to make sure. Exactly. That second opinion, like going to the doctor, you always get that second opinion to make sure that what the first person said was good. And if you go to an accountant, sometimes accountants can be wrong. And they got something like accountants for accountants. Yeah, because that's how it happens. Yes. Those second opinions are valuable.
Exactly. So when it comes to keeping romance alive, especially in our busy season, and since we have so many lovely babies.
Yes, and our seasons are always busy.
Our seasons are always busy. I'm like, is there a down season? Is there a such thing? I guess during the summertime when they don't have school, maybe.
And it's still busy.
And the mornings are just a little bit more.
And AAU creeps in.
I know, right? In AAU, boy. Oh,
yeah, now the mornings are more relaxed.
So we really just try our best to keep romance alive by making sure that we do our dates monthly. Because if you don't date, you will divorce.
Yes, sure.
Please remember that. You don't remember anything else from this video. Mm-hmm. Remember, if you do not date, you guys will find yourself divorced, because you always have to rekindle and re-fall in love with one another. Because at the end of the day, they're never going to be the same person that you actually marry.
Yeah.
They're always going to grow and
should change and evolve.
Yes, should.
If you don't see the changing and evolving, then you need to question that, or maybe you need to change and evolve. I hate to say it like that, but if somebody's not changing after a certain amount of time, we have to figure out the why. If they're not willing to change for you, you might have to figure out something else.
Yeah, sometimes people just get too comfortable.
Yeah.
It's either they're comfortable or they're scared for whatever those next steps are. And that's not moving forward inside a relationship. Like, you guys both have to, and that's why we always consistently have conversations to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
In regards to what's next and what's best for our family.
And that's what's the most important. What's best for the family. That's what you're in that for. Even if it's just the two of you, don't have a family yet. You are the family. So what's best for the two of you?
Exactly. Outside. Like, keep everybody else outside. Yeah. What's truly best for the husband and the wife inside the
Yeah.
situation, not the husband's mama, and not the wife's, dad or their mom. Like, you guys need to do what's truly
Brothers,
best.
sisters,
Oh
friends,
my
all that.
gosh! Or the neighbors peeking in your
Everybody.
window.
Everybody.
No, none of them. Just sincerely you two. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to wake up to each other every single day and look each other into the eye, and you want to know that you have each other's back no matter what.
That's the best part of my day.
That part. um. So yeah, our top marriage do's and don'ts. Mm.
Uh, do communicate. Do have dialogue. Don't lie. Um, let's see. And don't be one-sided on situations. Be open-minded to whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You want to be the middle of the road in a marriage because you don't want to go one way or another because you don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like stay if you can. Sometimes it gets hard, but stay in the middle of the road. Be neutral on the stuff unless it has to go one way or the other. Like look, sometimes it is kind of like no, we're gonna do it like this. No, we're gonna do it like that, and don't be scared to follow the this or that. You know, sometimes it might seem like, oh, that's a horrible idea, but sometimes you gotta go through with the show. It's a horrible idea. It ain't about the argument. It's like, okay, we'll mess around and find out. Like, all right, just come on, let's find out. You wanna do it? Let's do it. Right. Sometimes it could be right. Sometimes it could be wrong, but never go to war with it. That's what I'm trying to say. Always keep an open mind.
Yes, most definitely.
Those are something I can think of off the top of my head.
Some do's is find out their love language.
Oh, I like that.
I really slowly find out more and more. Like, okay, even though my love language may be something totally different, but I notice like he may like this or he may like that. So I want to do that. I want to make sure I take the initiative to do it more. Just so I can make sure I'm making him smile just a little bit more every single day.
My bad.
And really just continue to study each other. You want to make sure that you're each other's safe space,
right?
And that you can come to each other for anything. Literally.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Anything.
Literally.
You should be able to put your heart on the table to your partner and be like, this is what it is.
Because as we all know, like sometimes with our friends, it can feel a little one-sided. Mm-hmm. Even if you're talking and they're just like, well, honey, or they just want to put their 2 cents in and tell how that happened to them too, but nothing really helps. Nothing really helps you solve the problem. You know what I mean? It's just confirmation that, hey, that happened to me too. Like, no, I need more than that.
Yeah.
I don't need just confirmation that, yeah, it happened to me too, as another Me Too moment, or another moment for someone to come in and instill what you're going through and your pain and anxiety. But when you actually lean on and talk to your husband or your wife, like, they're actually going to sit down and try to talk it out with you. Because they sincerely want to see you win. Unlike, like, your friends, they do, but I think everybody needs a shoulder to lean on, and no one really is taking you by the hand and saying, hey, well, come on, let's go this way. Or just to be your biggest cheerleader.
Yes.
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 You got to be the biggest cheerleader for your loved one. Even if he says, I don't know if that plan's going to work. Like, but that's okay. I'm going to still stand behind her. I know she has a vision. I know she has a goal. And we're just going to run with it.
That's it.
And, I'm going to do everything that I can in my power to help her knock it out regardless of how I feel. Like, if my husband wanted to do something that I'm not sure, I would never say, all right, well, maybe you go ahead with that. And then, just let me know how it was going. And, if you get stuck, we can figure it out along the way. No, I'm very hands-on. I'm going to be like, all right, so what are the next steps that we need to take so I can ensure that you achieve your goals and your dreams?
Right.
It's not I take the back seat and be the whoop whoop. Good job, honey. No, not at all. So yeah, we definitely have so many actually do's and don'ts. Like I know when to not argue. I try my best to.
Yeah, and that was what I was going to say. That was actually my next thing I was
Really?
going to say. The
Yeah.
arguing. And not that don't argue, because sometimes you have to argue to get it out. It's where you argue at and who you argue in front of. You want to keep that between you and that person in a quiet spot, because then it can come off to the other person like you're trying to show off for the crowd.
Right.
And you trying to get your point across. You're not. It isn't about showing off. And then really, the argument is getting your point across, but just watch how you're getting your point across. You know what I mean? So it's where you do it, how you do it, the way you go about it, and no public displays. No, everybody don't need to know your business. That's
exactly.
not conducive of how you want to be in the relationship.
Like talking it out, cool. Even in front of your kids, if you guys are happy to get in an argument in front of your children,
Right.
like know that it's a sit down conversation. That we're going back and forth, but we're not trying to cut each other's heads off.
Right.
It's important to also know that your children are watching you, and so is whoever else you're in front of.
Right.
So if someone sees you talk to your wife crazy, they don't think they could talk to her crazy too.
Right.
Because if her husband doesn't respect her, why should I? Also, your children.
I was saying if it's the kid, I was about to get on
Yeah.
that too, because then they'll look at that and they think they can talk to their partner crazy, or somebody out on the street crazy because they seen you do it. They talk if it's a guy and you talking to a girl crazy, then my son see it, then he go out in the street and talk to this girl crazy because he seen me talk to my wife crazy. You know what I mean? You gotta watch. So people are always watching. You know what I mean? Like they're always watching, especially kids. That's what I'm trying to say. Kids are always watching.
Always.
So,
and we'll
gotta be
repeat after
mindful.
you what you
Oh,
said.
yeah, definitely.
You think it ends at 2? No. It does not.
Right. There's a whole lifetime of mimicking.
Oh my gosh, a whole lifetime of trauma that you're actually putting on your child.
Yes.
So you guys have got to learn how to have those type of conversations. And then also, sometimes when you go to the room and the door is closed, those kids are wondering, like, what are you guys talking about? Is everything okay? Like, sometimes it's okay to have that discussion in front of them, just to help keep them calm and help them realize that, hey, everything is good. Like, we're not talking about something crazy that just happened. Like, no, we most likely are mad about I told him to take the chicken out and he didn't do it. Right. It's not as, you know what I mean, as bad as what you think. So just doing those little things right there are great keys. For you can utilize within your marriage, and to help you sustain love.
Yes.
So please, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. If you ever want to just write to us, and let us know like what's going on within your life, what's going on within your marriage that we can help on. And please feel free.
Put in the chat some of your relationship do's and don'ts. We would love to hear that. Yes. What are y'all do's and don'ts? That's a good topic that that can go around. You might be able to help the next couple.
Yes, or also put inside the chat. What are some disagreements that you had to learn how to, swallow your tongue and just say, hey, let me try my best to approach the situation with respect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know we're growing and learning every day, and we definitely want to help you continue to do so. And then also, if you guys want to join our Patreon, we do have one, a community of love for couples who actually really want to challenge themselves to sustain love, stay married, and just celebrate each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, until
we also got a love journal that you could help track your partners, the stuff that they like, what they want to do, stuff like that.
Yep,
build your relationship. Yeah, a workball to build your relationship closer. You go through it, you get to learn your partner. And we suggest you can learn each other.
Exactly, and we suggest that you do it every year, every couple years. It's totally up to you. It also be a great anniversary gift, or just wedding gift. You're going to a wedding, like hey, if you don't know what to give them that book, the Book of Love. But yeah, it will help take them on an amazing journey of self-reflection and helping them really and truly understand the partner that they married. But we appreciate you guys clicking on. And until next time, bye.